The air grows heavy, thick with the scent of ancient roots and fading hope. Beneath the moonlight, a silent watch is kept, but the sudden, blinding flash shatters the stillness. Everything is dissolving into light, and he is simply drifting away, untethered from this world. An elder stares, tears streaming down, his voice trembling with a terrifying realization. Did the flame of life truly flicker out just like that? As the silence deepens, one question echoes through the trees. Could this sacrifice be for nothing? The answer, however, lies in the darkness, waiting just beyond the edge of everything he ever knew. The morning peace is shattered by an unnatural disturbance. Gazing upon the ancient, root-bound structure, the soldiers sense that something profound has shifted in the air. As the story unfolds, the atmosphere grows tense. The young master and his men watch in silent awe as the landscape itself seems to pulse with hidden energy. A single feather drifts downward, a fragile omen against the heavy stone door. The mystery of the shrine deepens, and the soldiers find themselves standing on the precipice of an unknown power. What secret lies trapped behind those sealed doors? And will their arrival trigger a force they cannot hope to control? The heavy silence of the abyss is broken only by the ragged rhythm of his breathing. Stranded upon a pulsating, organic throne, he awakens to a nightmare of isolation. Tears track through the grime on his face, a silent testament to the exhaustion gnawing at his soul. His scarred body, missing a limb, struggles to find balance against the shifting, vein-covered surface. With a desperate surge of strength, he forces himself to his feet, his eyes filled with the raw shock of survival. Lost in an endless void, far from everything he once fought for, he can only stare into the darkness. But as the cold water brushes against his skin, a terrifying realization strikes him. He is still alive.
Drip by drip, the sound echoes against the cold stone walls. He awakens, trapped within a bizarre, pulsing nest of flesh and vine, his mind reeling from the transition. As the world around him begins to dissolve, the oppressive dungeon walls vanish before his eyes, replaced by an infinite swirling tapestry of the cosmos. He raises his trembling hand as the galaxy itself seems to flow from his fingertips. A chilling clarity washes over him, and a terrifying realization dawns. The boundaries of reality have shattered. He whispers, "I can see," but as the starlight begins to burn, he realizes this extraordinary vision may also be a terrible curse. The world ripples, tearing at the seams of reality. A surge of raw, unseen energy rushes through him, forcing his hand to lash out in a desperate reflex. Beneath his feet, the grotesque, pulsating surface groans and twists, recoiling from his touch as if it were alive. His eyes widen in pure shock as the boundary between the physical and the ethereal completely dissolves. He is no longer confronting a mere enemy, but the very fabric of existence itself. His grip tightens as the sound of reality tearing apart echoes around him. But if he finally breaks through, what unimaginable force awaits on the other side? The walls of the stone prison feel like a tomb, cold and indifferent to his suffering. He presses his bare foot against the pulsating, vein-covered ground, a sickening reminder that this nightmare is real. Slowly he rises, the chains around his wrist weighing him down like the burden of his past. Alone in the crushing silence, tears fill his eyes as he stares into a world consumed by darkness. Every breath feels heavier than the last, and every step pulls him deeper into madness. He braces himself and gazes into the endless void. But as the water begins to ripple, he realizes something is watching him from the shadows. The harsh light of realization cuts through the gloom, exposing a truth he was never meant to witness. Standing amidst the ruins, he whispers into the void, his voice hollowed by the weight of everything he has lost. The battle-worn warrior stares into the distance, his remaining arm hanging heavily, bound to a past that refuses to release its grip. Tears gather in his eyes, not from sorrow, but from the terrifying clarity of his new reality. At last, he understands the true nature of his existence, yet the truth offers no comfort. Now that the veil has been lifted, there is no turning back. Whatever awaits him beyond this moment will change his fate forever. His eyes snap open, reflecting a world that defies all reason. He stands balanced on the shifting organic mass, a stranger in a land governed by surreal, cosmic energies. The very air ripples with violet light, pulsing against his skin as he reaches out to confront the unknown. The source, cosmic force, the vapor, thicker, touch, thinner, he murmurs, his senses overwhelmed by the sheer scale of this otherworldly presence. The boundary between his reality and this ethereal nightmare has vanished completely. As he prepares to plunge his hand into the swirling starlight, he realizes that to survive, he must abandon everything he once believed to be true. The air vibrates with a sudden tearing sound as reality begins to warp around him. He lunges forward, his hand striking out with desperate determination, while his bare foot sinks into the strange, pulsating mass beneath him. The ground groans and twists under the pressure, reacting like living flesh. His eyes widen in disbelief as the cosmic void begins to consume the stone walls, erasing the line between his prison and the endless universe beyond. Every muscle strains, every nerve burns with unbearable pain. But as the fabric of reality starts to break apart, a terrifying realization takes hold. He is no longer alone. Panic ripples through the ranks as the ground beneath them begins to tremble with a deafening roar. The ancient structure shakes violently, its stone defenses crumbling as though something powerful is forcing its way out from within. Soldiers stumble back, their faces filled with fear as a blinding supernatural light erupts from the earth, sending dust and debris flying in every direction. A massive sealed relic rises into the air, lifted by grotesque, pulsating tendrils that defy all logic. "Watch out!" someone shouts, but the warning comes too late. As the brilliant light engulfs the battlefield, one terrifying question remains. What nightmare has just been unleashed? The calm before the storm hangs heavily in the air, broken only by the gentle glow of the tiny companion resting on his shoulder. He stands like an unshakable monument, his scarred body silhouetted against the ancient moss-covered stone. Though the world around him is silent, every scar he bears tells the story of countless battles fought and impossible odds overcome. His unwavering gaze remains fixed ahead, carrying the weight of unimaginable loss and unbreakable determination. The past still lingers in every step he takes, but it no longer holds him back. As the shadows begin to gather once more, the world waits to see who will make the first move. The air itself begins to tear apart, flooded by a blinding ethereal light that sweeps away the suffocating darkness. Perched upon his shoulder, the tiny guardian watches in stunned silence as the impossible unfolds before their eyes. The once solid stone walls begin to dissolve, replaced by streams of radiant energy that slice through the void itself. A chilling realization takes hold. The boundaries separating their world from something far greater are collapsing. Even the grotesque, pulsating mass surrounding them recoils from the overwhelming brilliance. But as reality continues to unravel, one terrifying question remains. Is this the path to freedom, or the first step toward an unimaginable catastrophe? A chilling realization cuts through the silence like a blade. A voice speaks the impossible, revealing that a connection has been forged, one that defies the very laws of reality. Bathed in an overwhelming otherworldly light, he stands at the threshold between two worlds, while the armored soldiers below can only watch in stunned disbelief. He is no longer just a man. He has become the vessel for a power far beyond human understanding. The radiant energy around him begins to pulse with a life of its own, growing stronger with every passing moment. And as he prepares to take his next step, one terrifying question remains. What will happen when this unimaginable power is finally unleashed? The air grows heavy with fear as the lone warrior steps out of the darkness, his voice calm but unwavering. Onward, the single word sends a wave of unease through the soldiers, their trembling hands barely able to hold their spears. His overwhelming presence alone is enough to crush their courage. An elderly man stares in stunned disbelief, struggling to comprehend the figure standing before him. Astonishing! What in the world is he? He whispers. In that moment, the line between man and legend disappears. Without hesitation, the warrior walks forward as the frightened crowd instinctively parts before him. But with every step he takes, one question lingers in the air. Who could possibly stop him now? The earth has been torn apart, revealing a monstrous, pulsating force that defies every law of nature. Massive organic tendrils erupt from the ancient ruins, spreading across the land and crushing everything in their path. A blinding celestial light pierces the heavens, casting long, haunting shadows over the stunned soldiers, who can do nothing but watch in horror. Guts has returned, but something about him has changed forever. The unimaginable power he now carries feels both awe-inspiring and terrifying. An unnatural silence falls across the battlefield, as if the world itself is holding its breath. But deep down, everyone knows one terrifying truth. The real battle is only just beginning.